On the program tonight, another student that I've had the pleasure of working with in a number of contexts, and particularly as a bandmate for the last couple of years. It's been great just to watch her improve as a musician and grow and develop. I'm very excited to turn the evening over to another wonderful minor in traditional music graduating senior. Please make her welcome Fern Hoffman.
So I'm not starting off like Colin with just sort of by myself. I brought my band with me. We're going to do a Swananoa tune that was recorded by Marcus Martin, and probably other people too, but they don't matter as much because they're not from Swananoa. It's called Jenny Ran Away in the Mud in the Night. Maybe I'm not ready. Stand by. What key am I in? Oh, yep, no, I'm not. I was just in D. No, I'm supposed to be in A.
Senior joke time.
So you know the news here at Warren Wilson. There was a kidnapping. Finals week, you know, it's okay. He woke up.
Keep it coming.
No, I don't think you want more jokes like that. All right, cool. Now I'm in the right key. That should help things a bit. Up to a raring start. All right, let's do the thing. So this is a slightly, I don't know, you call it bluesy? I don't know, sort of, sort of bluesy, sort of swingy. I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's sometimes known as hesitating blues or curly-headed woman. for dancing. I know Phil's wearing his dancing shoes, and there's a couple other people who I know have dancing shoes on today. I hope. Yes. Edmonds? You've done this one before, right? Yeah. This is the first time my ever-patient, wonderful, beloved bandmates have seen this set list, so. How's this one, sir? Yeah, better when there's dancers. But don't dance on this next one, because it's a gospel song.
And I long to be by the Savior's just over in the glory land, just over in the glory land, just over in the glory land.
Maybe I'll tell you who these lovely people are when they get back. But for now, I'm banishing them, only temporarily. And I'm going to ask Jeff Keith to come up and bring his mandolin along. So while I'm trying to fix the havoc that this rain is doing to my tuning, about 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago, I don't know, sometime ago, I was in the car with my dear mother, who's sitting in the front seat there. Happy Mother's Day. I'm not playing your favorite song today. I thought about it, but my band doesn't know it, and I already sprung a couple new ones on them, so I think I don't want them to mutiny. Anyway, so I was in the car going to choir practice with my dear mother, and I got a phone call from some 828 number, and I was like, I don't know anyone in that area code. And I answered the phone. This very enthusiastic person said, "Hi, is this Fern?" I was like, "Yes, who's this?" And, "Well, this is Jeff Keith. I'm a professor at Warren Wilson. You're on my list of people to call because you're interested in history. And so, you want to come to Warren Wilson?" I was like, "Yes. But see, I like history a lot. And I'm very interested in history. But, you know, I think that's pretty straightforward. I'm not too worried about that part of it. What I really want to know about is the music." And the very cheerful voice on the other end of the line said, "Oh, that's great. I play guitar and mandolin." I said, "Awesome." So we talked about old-time bluegrass and stuff for a while as we went to choir practice. And then sometime later I showed up here, convinced solely by Jeff's powers of persuasion and tireless enthusiasm for Warren Wilson College. Anyway, and here I am 4 years later telling the story to kill time. Anyway.
Exhausting enthusiasm, maybe. So that's such an amazing story, and Fern told me that, reminded me of that, I should say, like a year or so into her time here, and it's been amazing to watch Fern grow as a musician. And anyway, so I'm honored to get to play a tune with her tonight. So.
Yeah. Well, this is also because, well, that was 5 years ago, about a year ago? I think it was about a year ago. We were watching the senior recitals right here, and I was like, man, that's crazy. I'm going to have to do that next year. Wow, that's terrifying. And I said, hey, Jeff, you should be in my senior recital. And he goes, all right. So
here we are.
So here we are. All right, let's see if I can...
So it had to be local. Again.
It had to be local, yes. So we're doing another Marcus Martin tune. This one's called Booth Shot Lincoln.
Which is also historical, right?
It is historical, yes. We planned this exactly to work with. There was like a recent anniversary or something. Yeah, history nerds forever.
Yeah. And to get deep geek on it, it's kind of happy, which I think shows that actually that Marcus Martin was like subversive, because he called it, you know, Booth, rather than venerate Booth shooting Lincoln. He just wanted to call it Booth. That's my theory. So this is what he called Booth.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, well, this as in the recording of him. Well, this one's Booth. All right, we should stop talking. How does it go? Yeah, that way. This is the sort of the bookends part between where I have the swine and string breakers up. So I'm going to have Holly come on up. And we're going to slow things way down with another gospel tune. Song, I guess I should say. So Holly's one of my favorite people to sing with. So, oh, shucks. So, I think this is the one thing we have.
Let me make sure the humidity hasn't.
Yeah, do you want to tune it?
Oh, yeah. Tell a joke.
Oh, okay, a joke. Tell a joke, she says. What? Oh, yeah, okay, so this is a joke that I learned from the esteemed Jake Yoakum. Is he still here? No, I don't see him. Hi! Hi, Jake, I'm stealing your jokes! Okay, cool. So, did you guys hear, there was an incident the other day. There's a butcher at work, and he backed into his meat grinder. He got a little behind in his work.
Brilliant!
Woo! You got done? They might have to suffer another one.
Leprechaun joke! Yes!
Oh, no.
Odds are you'll tell the leprechaun joke.
Oh, man. My mom's in the audience. All right. So this is a joke that my girlfriend tells. Anyway, and it's a long one. So anyway, so there's these two leprechauns, and they're walking along, and they go up to a convent, and they knock on the door, and a nun comes to the door and says, "Oh, leprechauns." You're not done. Okay. Anyway, and they say, "Hello, sister. Have you any leprechaun nuns here?" She goes, "No, boys, no leprechaun nuns. But if you go, oh, are you done? Okay, I'll make it. This is the very abbreviated version." She goes, "There's no leprechaun nuns here, but I'll go ask Mother Superior." So Mother Superior comes up. She goes, "Oh, leprechauns." And they say, "Have you any leprechaun nuns here?" And she says, "No, boys, but maybe if you go to the bigger monastery," and this just like goes on for like, you can drink it like as long as you can draw this thing out and people aren't like walking out the door. Anyway, eventually they end up in Dublin, the biggest, convent of them all. They knock on the door. "Oh, leprechauns, have you any leprechaun nuns?" "No, boys, sorry, not in the whole Ireland. There's not a single leprechaun nun to be found." And so she closes the door, and as the two leprechauns are dejectedly walking back, the one goes to the other and goes, "I told you shagged a penguin." So anyway, sorry, Mom. All right, so anyway, here we go. All right. Okay. I'm blaming that one off. All right.
Oh, I still don't like that.
No? Technical difficulties. Please hold.
It's this one.
Alright, let's do it. When I cross over, I will shout and sing. I will know my Savior by the mark where the nails have been. By the mark where the nails have been, by the sign upon his precious skin. His precious skin. When I come to him, by the mark where the nails have been. Amen. Of riches may claim a crown of jewels, but the King of heaven can be known from the Prince of Fools. By the mark where the nails have been, by the sign upon his precious skin. His precious skin. Savior, when I come to him, by the mark where the nails have been. on Calvary's mountain, where they made him suffer so. All my sin was paid for a long, long time ago. But the mark where the nails have been, by the sign upon his precious skin, I will know my Savior when I come to him, by the mark where the nails have been. I will know my Savior when I come to him, by the mark where the nails have been. I'm gonna have Kevin come back up here, and I'd also like to ask my fiddle teacher, Ben Nelson, to come up and join me. More of the ever-present tuning. Sorry, guys. I really did try and make this so there would be minimal tuning. You never know it, but I did. I guess I can use this time, instead of like telling naughty jokes about leprechauns, to, I don't know, thank people, I guess. I'm super grateful for all of you for coming out. It's been just thanks. And the music department here has been just absolutely fantastic in pretty much every way that I can imagine it could be fantastic. And I don't know how to really say it eloquently, and in a way that conveys just how much I've really loved playing music with y'all. And, you know, in a way that won't make me just bust out crying right now. So, that'll have to do. For now, maybe.
Love you too.
Alright, so, I'm gonna do a ragtime piece, because this was last semester. I came to Ben and I was like, I want to learn ragtime tunes. And he was like, okay.
Well, actually, I think what I said was, okay, I don't play any, but
Oh, right, well.
I'll learn some.
And then I'll teach you some, and then it'll be great. So we're gonna do one of those.
Which one are we doing first?
Well, I was thinking of doing just one of them.
Just one? Okay, that
Just
one.
Maybell. I can never remember which one of these is which, so it's the one that actually ends nicely. It's still
Okay.
the one that doesn't.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Thanks. I thought so too. first time that the three of us have played that together. The credit goes entirely to those guys. So I'm going to do one more by myself before calling the rest of the band back up. So I was writing my set list this morning in my 8 a.m. class. Anyway, and so I had sort of like, I should do something a cappella, and it was like a sort of multiple choice thing. And Delia requested for this one, and then she also requested that I dedicate it to her. So I'm dedicating this one to Delia, who is the best. One of the best. Anyways, it's a riddle song. Hopefully I'll remember all the words. Now you must answer my, oh, I guess you should know the context for this. It's a conversation between the devil and a girl. Now you must answer my questions 9. Sing 99 and 90. Oh, you're not God's, you're one of mine. And you are the weaver's Bonnie. What is whiter than the milk? Sing 99 and 90. And what is softer than the silk? And who is the weaver's Bonnie? Snow is whiter than the milk. Sing 99 and 90. And down is softer than the silk. And I am the weaver's Bonnie. What is higher than a tree? Sing 99 and 90. And what is deeper than the sea? And who is the weaver's Bonnie? Heaven's higher than a tree. Sing 99 and 90. And hell is deeper than the sea. And I am the weaver's Bonnie. What is sharper than a thorn? Sing 99 and 90. And what is louder than a horn? And who is the weaver's Bonnie? Death is sharper than a thorn. Sing 99 and 90. And, shoot, what am I? And thunder is louder than a horn. And I am the weaver's Bonnie. What's more innocent than a lamb? Sing 99 and 90. And what is meaner than womankind? And who is the weaver's Bonnie? Babe's more innocent than a lamb. Sing 99 and 90. And the devil is meaner than womankind. And I am the weaver's Bonnie. Now you've answered my questions 9. Sing 99 and 90. You're one of God's, you're none of mine. And you are the weaver's Bonnie. I just want to know what string breakers, please assemble. Oh yeah, the next one we're doing is Wreck of the Old 97, you guys. So you know. And then we're going to do some other crazy stuff. And then some other stuff that hopefully I don't mess up. And some other things. And then we'll be done. Then you can all go home. Alright. Seems to be the order of business. Alright. This is another one. I guess I should introduce who these guys are. I spent a lot of time with them. A fair amount of time, you know, a couple hours every week, usually. So Hayden Holbert, right here, on guitar and vocals, and beating Clark up. Clark's over there on banjo and being beaten up. Landon's over here on occasional sarcasm and bass. Emma's here being absolutely awesome at picking up fiddle tunes really, really fast. And putting me to shame. But not really. And well, you all know who Kevin Kerberg is. He's, you know, he hangs out with us sometimes, all the time. He's sort of our mother hen of this band. Takes care of us all. Anyway, father hen. I don't know. All right, father. Whatever. All right, cool. All right. I shouldn't be allowed to talk, especially with a microphone in front of me. Recital, and so I was like telling everyone, I was like, come to the senior recital, it's gonna be super awesome. And so some of my contra buddies, including Travis, came and it was like, oh cool. So anyway, so now we're gonna do, oh yeah, you can borrow it, because I don't need it. I'm done with fiddle for a little bit. Grab this beast out. It's been a crazy, oh God, they don't know what's coming. They don't know. Maybe they've never seen a concertina before. If they had, they would be running. No, in a crazy, random, weird turn of events in a small, small world, this concertina that I play happens to have been made by Emma's dad. Yeah, it's sort of crazy. I don't know, I said something about concertinas. You said something, I don't know, someone said something about concertinas, and one or the other of us went, concertinas? Because that's not a word that's generally bandied about in polite conversation. Civilized, polite, you know, whatever we want to say for it. Anyway, so we're gonna do that. Alright, whiskey, and start out to waltz.
Yeah.
Alright, should be about the same as when I play it on the fiddle, we'll see. stop this thing. I'm gonna fall over. Anyway, glad I did. So, that's enough of that for now. What are we doing? Oh, dual memories. Okay. So, this is a song about memories, which is funny because I just learned it on Tuesday, so I'm hoping I can remember it. We'll give it a college try, I guess. Let's see how it goes. My ever-patient band, when I came to band practice on Tuesday afternoon, and said, "Hey guys, I have a really great idea!" And they said, "Uh-oh." And I said, "Let's do this song. I heard it once. I don't really know how it goes, but Foghorn String Band does it really good, and Dolly Parton recorded it, so it must be good. So let's do it." And they said, "Well, can you sing it?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Well, can you try?" And I said, "Okay." And so here we are, and hopefully I'll remember the words. We'll see. It'll be exciting. I think you're starting it.
You ready?
No, let's do it.
You guys ready? Yeah.
Just a few of memories sneaked in through the door. Though I thought I closed it so tightly before, I can't understand it. Why it should bother my mind, for it all belongs to another place and time. Just a few old keepsakes way back on the shelf. Just a few old letters with their edges all brown, and an old faded picture I keep turned upside down. Just a few old memories going way back in time. I can hardly remember. I don't know why I'm crying. I can't understand it. Why it should bother my mind. another one right in a row. This is another kind of like sappy something or other. We're going from something that Dolly Parton, one of the great queens, of course, recorded, to something that the Carter family, another like country and old-time music sort of royalty, did this one. It's called "Will You Miss Me When I'm Gone?" But first, we're going to get into, again, always, hopefully. So we've got another fiddle tune, and then a waltz, and then I had this crazy idea. Maybe y'all humor me. Since a lot of what I've learned about being a musician here at Warren Wilson has been in classrooms, but a lot of it's also been outside of classrooms. There's a Monday jam session every week, which has taught me a lot. I've played with Wayne a lot there. Even though I've never managed to take a class from Wayne, I've still learned a lot from him with the jam sessions and all. So I thought it might be really fun to kind of have like a jam session at the end of this and do like one tune in D, since I'm in D already. So everyone who has an instrument and or feels obliged or wants to do it, after the waltz, let's meet down here and do a tune. For fun. I don't know.
That means tune up.
Yeah, that means get your instruments out maybe in the next like couple minutes. But there's another fiddle tune good for dancing again. So and then we're gonna do the waltz. Yeah. I put all this. There's no spoilers here. It's all good. All right. So it didn't seem like this would be complete without playing this last waltz. This is one written by Rana Gellert, who is an inspiration to all fiddlers, and also very special to Warren Wilson. This is the Swananoa Waltz. Make sure we're in tune for this one again. Seems to be the theme of the evening. Okay.
Give it up for Fern Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so as you're preparing for this this last jam session, I've got one thing I'd like to say. Every year we give something called the Emma Gage Music Award, and it I really forget what it is. Let me get my paper. But yes, here we go. All right. So the Mary Emma Gage Award is given to an exceptional student graduating with a minor in music who shows outstanding musicianship, exhibits growth in furthering their abilities, and has an excellent academic record in music coursework. So, you know, as you know, we have music minors in the traditional music program, and we have, you know, minors who focus on voice and piano and things of that nature. So it's always a tough decision. The music faculty this year are confident that Miss Gage would be pleased with this year's recipient for 2015. That is Fern Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen. So, since she's a history major, I thought she'd appreciate a history lesson here, one more history lesson. Mary Emma Gage served Warren Wilson College from 1933 to 1965 in several different capacities. She filled in at the infirmary and at various dormitories when needed. She was a cook in the college kitchen, and she worked many years as supervisor in the college laundry facilities. Miss Gage was also a wonderful musician. She involved herself as an accompanist for the Warren Wilson College Choir and Orchestra under the baton of music faculty member John Connett. Most of all, she was interested in Warren Wilson's students and gave of herself to them and to this community until her death. Since your arrival 4 years ago, Fern, you've been an active participant in the music program, taken particular advantage of the traditional music course offerings, and have developed into a gifted musician. Your record of music coursework extends far beyond the requirements for the minor, and you've displayed a genuine desire to learn and understand as much as you can about this art and its cultural context in the region, which is important to us. You've also made tremendous contributions to college music ensembles, college chorale for a semester, and of course the Warren Wilson College old-time string band, the Swannanoa String Breakers. Particularly with the String Breakers, you've been an exemplary representative of the college at numerous performances around the region and as far away as Johnson City, Tennessee. During your time at Warren Wilson College, you've become a confident fiddler, singer, and performer who knows how to deliver a tune or a song and possesses a deep knowledge of traditional music. It's an honor and privilege for the music faculty to present the Mary Emma Gage Award and its accompanying cash prize of 100 Thin Crispies to such a deserving recipient. Please give it up for Fern Hoffman. All right, so let's play one more tune for Fern. Let's have a little jam.